Hello everybody, welcome back to my series where I tell 31 stories in 31 days. I think this is day number 26 if I'm not mistaken. I'm a little bit confused because I've just recorded 4 other videos right before this one. So this is my 5th video incongruency. So I do apologize if things are getting a little mixed up. And also I want to apologize in advance. I don't think this story is going to be my best one. Not because it's not a good story inherently, but because it was a long time ago and I don't really remember all the details. Like I don't remember everything that happened for some reason. This story is just one that I can't really recall super well, so I do apologize for that in advance. You know, it's just I can't remember all the stories super well. I do remember like a lot of stories very well, and I'm actually gonna wait a second for this guy to gain some health so I can one-shot him later on. Anyways, I do remember like a lot of my stories really well. Unfortunately, this just isn't one of them. But if you guys want to hear a more like up-to-date version of the story that happened like at the time it was happening, you can go ahead and watch this video on the screen right now. This is actually Specular Burrito's video because he had the same experience as me because we were actually in the same school district. Now, as you know is said in the title, once upon a time a gang showed up to our school. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this actually happened in 10th grade, meaning that at the point that we were in high school, Burrito and I both went to different schools. We were in the same school district, but I went to a different high school than he did. He actually switched over to my high school during the quarantine here, which is really unfortunate because we'd been trying to get the same high school for a very long time, and once we finally got it, it was quarantine and we couldn't even meet. So it really did totally just suck because we missed out on like an entire year of being able to have classes together and all that. So yeah, it was very unfortunate, but that's okay. It's not really a big deal. But basically, here's what actually happened. So you know, once again, this is a public school, so you can't really expect anything like less from people. Like, this stuff does happen sometimes. It is super crazy. Like, a gang showing up to a school is not normal whatsoever. But basically, like, the gang showed up to Burrito's school. Actually, wasn't my school. The reason that I can title it my school is because a gang has showed up to my school. I just don't know that story. So a gang did show up to my school at some point. But basically, there was a gang that showed up to the school, and it was crazy, man. There was like 5 or 6 people, if I'm not mistaken. They pulled up to the school, and I'm pretty sure they all had weapons, if I'm not mistaken. And I want you guys to like just take a second and think about how this could have happened. I mean, what could have caused this? I mean, did someone get killed? Did something serious happen? You know, no. Let me tell you guys what started this entire thing, because it's actually the dumbest thing ever. This started over Instagram beef, dude. It started over public Instagram drama. These gangs were fighting over Instagram comments in like Instagram DMs or something, and it was the most embarrassing thing ever. Literally everyone on this, like everyone that like went to the schools could see exactly what was happening. It was honestly, it was so embarrassing from like watching it happen online. Basically, like, someone said something like trash talk someone on Instagram, and then like someone's friend responded defending them, and then, you know, you guys know how like drama goes online. It's very petty, it's very embarrassing, but that's how like the drama was kind of going. They were just hating on each other, arguing with each other, probably insulting each other a lot, and eventually they said like, let's meet up and you know, figure this out, and you guys already know what that means. So they were talking about how they were gonna meet up and figure stuff out, and they showed up to the school that Burrito went to. Now, this is crazy, right? Because like they actually showed up. You don't like, this stuff isn't normal. This stuff doesn't just happen. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like a normal thing. Even at our school, like, this stuff isn't this is like not good, okay? This is not good at all. Even though I've told a bunch of stories about how the school is crazy, like, even this is a little bit drastic. But anyways, this did actually happen, and it's like there was a bunch of cop cars that showed up. They actually didn't even cancel school that day, which is kind of concerning now that I think about it. Like, I don't know why they didn't cancel class. Wow, I don't know how that hit me off. Like, what? So yeah, I mean, they literally didn't cancel class or anything. Everyone just showed up to school, and it was just a normal day, and then a gang showed up. But anyways, that's the story with the gang. This video is pretty short, so I'm actually going to share one more story that happened at the school, but I just don't think it's worth making a title out of, because it's like, you know, I'll reveal what actually happened at the end. So basically, we were just at the school, okay, and I think this one happened in 12th grade. I think this one happened when everyone came back from quarantine. So this one was a little bit more recent. And so I do remember this one a little bit better as well. But basically one day randomly on a Snapchat story, someone posted a picture of a gun. Now, if anyone has played any video games, you know exactly what gun I'm talking about. It was a MAC-10, okay? It was an automatic weapon, and it was a gun in a bag, and it looked extremely dangerous, okay? This isn't just like a pistol. This isn't just like anything normal that happens, okay? And even any gun, like, is crazy, right? But a kid posted a picture of a MAC-10 and said that he was going to bring it to school. This is insane. This is like not normal behavior, okay? I don't know why this stuff keeps happening at my public school. I don't know how it is now, but it was actually insane. So basically, this kid brought a literal MAC-10 to school, and here's the thing. This is what sucks, right? School went on. The day went on. They didn't cancel class. They didn't cancel school. They didn't do anything about it until like very like late in that day. So basically, this kid brought this gun to school, and it was super scary. People were freaking out. People were calling their parents. The parents was calling the school. Everyone was like going crazy over this entire thing. It was not good. It was very, very dangerous. It was very, very scary. My girlfriend at the time was like telling me to stay safe. It was super concerning, you know, and you know, it's always a big deal when a kid brings a gun to school. Things are always going to be bad. And guess what? Later we found out, thank God, it was actually not a real gun. It was a BB gun, which is, by the way, still dangerous. That doesn't make it like that doesn't make it better. The fact that it was a BB gun, like, he still deserved to get punished, because, you know, first of all, he gave everyone anxiety, and second of all, he still brought like a gun to school. But luckily we later found out that it was actually just a BB gun, and he didn't actually have any, like, you know, intentions to like shoot up the school. But at that point, you know, like, what can you expect? Like, this is a public school. Things have happened like this before. In another story, I talked about how a kid brought a gun to school on SAT day and dropped it in his backpack, or out of his backpack. Like, this stuff wasn't completely abnormal, so of course everyone's gonna be anxious. The public school system is already bad as it is, so people are gonna be super duper worried, right? And like, even as it being a BB gun, like what are you doing bringing a BB gun to school? Like, it's absolutely insane behavior. Like, it's actually like crazy that people think like this and have these types of like actions. Like, I don't know, man, it's just kind of ridiculous. But at the end of the day, it's important to note that like everyone was okay, no one got hurt. The teachers and everyone handled it super well, like super quickly, not super well, excuse me. They didn't handle it well at all, because they didn't cancel school and they didn't let anyone leave, which, I mean, if someone is having like an anxiety attack in the bathroom, like, I totally understand why, you know what I mean? But they didn't let anyone leave, but, you know, it was handled. The kid, I don't know, I think he went to jail or something. A bunch of cops showed up, just like the cops showed up in the gang story, which is actually the topic of this video. But yeah, I mean, these stories are just crazy, and I don't know how that school is now. I know the professor, or not the professor, the principal is actually racist, so I'm actually gonna do a story time about that one as well. But yeah, it was overall just pretty crazy experience. I'm just glad everyone was safe and no one really got hurt in either of those situations. The gang showed up, but, you know, the police stopped them, and no one really got hurt. So yeah, it was all fine. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end of this video, comment the word gang. No, that sounds so weird. Comment the word scary in the comments of this video. I'm gonna heart every single comment that says the word scary within the first 24 hours. But with that being said, have a great day, everyone, and peace out. Bye.